Hello everybody and welcome to a game called Assemble with Care. This game I know got some traction back when A Little to the Left came out. So it's not like a organization game like A Little to the Left is. It's more like you're assembling pieces together. And I actually think this game for me is going to be a lot more fun. Not that I don't like A Little to the Left. I have played A Little to the Left and I do enjoy it, but sometimes those puzzles kind of confuse me. So I think I'm gonna potentially, hopefully, like this game as well. But yeah, we'll get right into it. I wanted to start on this screen. I know this screen is not the menu screen, which is where I normally start, but it jumps right into the game. I started this game just to see what it was like, and it started actually like playing the game, so I didn't want to play through anything. I wanted to get it all recorded, so we start here. Apparently there's a new chapter that was added. I don't know, but oh no, okay, well never mind, it didn't. Okay, so hold on, I'm gonna adjust the volume, but apparently it didn't take me through this tutorial again, so we're fine. So maybe that was the menu. This is a very loud game, so sorry. Okay. I think all the audio is set now, so we're good. So that looks like there's a whole lot of chapters, but we're not going to worry about that. Is this my settings? Because this is so really loud and I turned it down on my headset. The music, but we'll do the effects too. Okay, I want to leave the voiceover high so that we can hear them. Okay, we're gonna start, of course, on the first chapter, and it is called Arrival.
After a year on the road, I thought I'd get tired of traveling. The endless clatter of railways, highways, and everything in between. But as my train pulled into the station at Bellariva, I felt every bit as excited as the first day of my journey. A whole year. It felt like a lifetime. The places I'd seen, the people I'd met, of course. The forgotten treasures I'd given a new lease of life along the way. I'm a restorer by trade. Bringing our most beloved possessions back to life is what I love to do. I'd been traveling for months, working my way from one town to the next, fixing everything from family heirlooms to VCRs. Bellariva was my chance to take a break. Unfortunately, that would have to wait until after I'd unpacked.
I really like how it's also story, like there's an actual story to it. A Little to the Left, it has like small stories, world building, but it's not like this, and so. Okay, where am I supposed to be? Oh. I was like, how do I rotate? Also, never mind. I was gonna say, is it all just point and click? Oh, no, we don't want to do that. But it looks like it is. I like how the cup of coffee is the pause, though. That's cute. That's really, it's so cute. It's so cool. Okay, anyway, sorry. We're gonna stop pausing. No, I don't want to pick it up. I didn't know if there was, like, arrow control, too.
My parents took this after I made my first repair.
Checking.
Seems like a lifetime ago. Looking forward to taking more close-ups of my fingers with this.
Maria's Restorations. Oops.
I'll hand these out once I'm settled in. Fingers crossed they get me some work. The tools of my trade. No hope of restoring things without these. I picked up these sunglasses on my last stop. Hopefully I'm cool enough to pull them off. My passport. Not many blank pages left now. Finally, I'd made it to Bellariva. I'd come for the food festival, taking place in a few days' time. After living off TV dinners and instant ramen for the last few months, I was craving a decent meal. Of course, I'd need to earn enough money to pay for it, so I figured I'd head out the next day and find some work. My parents never wanted me to go. They wanted me to stay in their shop and have a simple, stationary life. I knew there was a world out there, beyond the four walls of our antique store, that I had to be a part of. I daydreamed constantly about the weird and wonderful places each of our antiques came from. I loved figuring out their stories, revealing the memories hidden beneath the screws and wires. My story in Bellariva began with a little girl and a voice she was longing to hear.
Chapter 2, Lullaby.
It was my first morning in Bellariva, and I couldn't wait to leave my hotel and explore. It was a quiet town, its streets and alleyways basking peacefully in the hot morning sun. In the main square, meanwhile, preparations were underway for the festival in a few days' time. As I handed out my flyers, I wondered what the people of Bellariva would need me to fix. So far, everything here seemed perfect. I was starting to worry I'd made a mistake when I felt someone tapping me on the back.
Hi, I'm Izzy. Do you know how to fix things?
It was a little girl, maybe 7 years old, who must have gotten hold of one of my flyers. She rummaged around in her backpack until she hauled out a battered red cassette deck.
My tape is broken and I can't make it work anymore. I tried to fix it myself, but there's this metal thing in the way. Can you try?
We got you, Izzy. Okay, well, we gotta fix this first. So...
Why did you do that?
Gotta
How did you do
roll
that?
the tape back
I
in.
didn't see.
So that's a start. Alright, get this back over here. Can I turn this? I don't think so yet.
Still not working. Something else must be wrong.
Oh, there we go. Oh.
Aha! Those batteries look like they need replacing. Luckily, I have some spares.
Put that back on. Grab the screw. Screw it back in. And rotate. Okay, this is... I don't know how to make it rotate back to its normal thing, but...
Will you dream a dream
As a music box plays, we hear a woman singing.
Side and hold you so tight. Know that I will always.
When it finished, Izzy picked up the tape deck and tucked it carefully into her backpack.
Thanks, Maria. You're the best person at fixing things ever.
No
Oh.
problem. Who was that singing? They're very good.
Is it her mom?
It's my mum.
Oh.
She's not here anymore.
Izzy trailed off. It was the kind of silence a cassette tape would never be enough to fill. When Izzy's friends called for her, she dug deep into her pockets, looking for something to pay me with. Eventually, she produced a grand total of a stick of gum, 3 mismatched buttons, and a yo-yo. I usually preferred a check, but Izzy looked so serious, I wrote out a full receipt. She seemed like a happy kid, but beneath it all, part of her life had been shattered. A part I wouldn't be able to fix.
I'm starting to feel old because I've talked to other people who are younger than me, who, Chapter 3, Shattered, who don't know what a cassette player is or what a cassette tape is. Or
My
a
first
VHS
repair
player.
complete, I spent the rest of the day doing small jobs in and around the square. I was exhausted when I got back to my hotel and found a message asking me to make one more visit. The address led me to a quaint little house, a stone's throw from the beach. Bathed in the evening light, it looked beautiful, in spite of its flaking paintwork and chipped tiles. The front door was opened by a harried-looking man, still dressed from a long day at the office.
Are you Maria? My name's Joseph. I'm Isabel's father. I'm so sorry she bothered you this morning. Please, come in. I'd like to settle up properly.
On the mantelpiece, I saw the remains of a broken statue. Without thinking, I picked up a fragment.
Ah, my father's statue. What's left of it, at least. Yet another way I'd have disappointed him. It survived 100 years in this family. But 5 minutes with Isabel and... Do you think you can salvage it?
Let's see. Kind of want to start with the head because it seems...
Will you be able to see the glue afterwards? I don't want people seeing the cracks.
Wait, how do I get these pieces? Oh wait, because that's not where it goes. Duh. It doesn't go. I think that shows my lack of knowing the basic human anatomy because I was trying to put his arm directly onto like the top of his shoulder, which is not where that goes, but it's fine. Is this his other arm? Or is that his leg? I think this is, yeah, that's his leg. His leg's like propped up like it's, like he's standing on something, so this is his, yeah, because this has the book. Okay, I don't love the rotating, but that's okay. That's the only thing I haven't been able to get used to. I don't know how much glue we need, sir, but we're gonna make sure it doesn't get screwed up again. Beautiful. Let's do this part. Can I rotate you? There we go.
Is this glue really strong enough to hold everything together?
Yes, it will be. What is... oh, this is the... okay, that's the bottom of his leg. Like his pedestal he's standing on. So we'll do this leg next. And we'll get his foot attached. And we'll... no, come back. See, he's questioning the glue's integrity, and so that's why I feel like I have to put a lot on there. Because we don't want it to come apart. Although, I think it's a Japanese thing, where it's like the cracks and things, like if you break something like pottery or anything like that, it makes it...
Sometimes I think my daughter should come with a warning label.
That's good enough, right? Where it makes, like, where you can see, because he said he didn't want to see the cracks. So it makes it, like, where you paint it with, like, a metallic paint or something. I don't know what it's called, but it's supposed to be, like, imperfectly perfect.
Thank you, Maria. It looks as perfect as it ever did. My father wanted me to make something of myself. He didn't have time for anything less.
As Joseph put the statue back on the shelf, it nudged against the family portrait stood proudly next to it. So he was Bellariva's mayor. And that was Izzy's mom. They must both miss her so much.
Sorry. I'm a little tired. I've been working late getting things sorted for the festival. There's only a few days to go. Looks like I'll be working late. Again?
When I told my parents I wanted to leave, they always found an excuse to be busy, to avoid talking about it. I guess keeping themselves occupied was their way of pretending it wasn't happening.
And that's always hard, having parents who are unsure about letting
Joseph's
you go.
work must have been taking up so much of his time. But maybe that was what he wanted. I just hoped he was finding enough time for Izzy, too.
Nice. Chapter 4. Look, I'm doing great already, y'all. Disconnected. Do people know what this is? Like the rotary phones? I mean, like, I know people who
My
don't know how to
second day
use
in
them.
Bellariva dawned bright and clear. Another beautiful sunny morning. Walking into town, I passed cafes overflowing with customers cradling their morning coffees. I stopped, breathing in the smell of roasted coffee beans and freshly baked pastries. I was about to go inside when the owner of Carmen's, the cafe next door, stopped me.
Hello, Maria? Were you here yesterday handing out flyers? I have a job for you.
Her place was petite, tucked between its competitors as if hoping they wouldn't notice. Judging by the empty tables inside, though, her potential customers hadn't noticed it either.
It's a bit slow today, but we're just getting started. I'm sure it'll pick up soon.
As Carmen chatted, she walked over to the counter and returned with an old rotary phone.
At least I've got plenty of time to practice my recipe for the festival. It's a new special I've been working on. I was hoping to call my sister for some, seasoning tips, but it won't connect. Can you see if you can figure out what's wrong?
Absolutely. Like I said, I know people who don't know how to use a rotary phone, which, I mean, I don't know. I feel like I'm not that old, so, but I guess maybe I am. Alright, start with these big screws.
Obviously, we'd normally be much busier than this.
I mean, it's okay if you're not, if you're struggling. You don't have to pretend you're not struggling. Oh. Okay.
You can fix it, can't you? I can't afford to replace it.
Okay, so that's all just one piece. What is this? I don't know what... Oh, I see what it is. Okay. It's this thing. It's this thing. Oop. Rotate. Well, hold on. Before we rotate, we'll take this screw out, because probably got to do that anyways, so might as well do it now, right? Alright, ooh, you got... Click the wire and drag it to the toolbox to detach it. Oh. Well, cool. But, hold on. I'm getting ahead, y'all. You're getting ahead of me. I probably don't need to remove that, but it's okay. Let's leave that one off for a second. Rotate. Take that off, because that's obviously a little broken. Ah, I see what they want me to do with the wires.
Looks like this new circuit board is all hooked up.
Why did they want me to... Oh, because I had to take it off because the old circuit board was messed. I was like, why did they want me to take this wire off? But it's because the old circuit board was not useful anymore. Which makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, we can snap that back on. We're gonna... I don't need to rotate. It's fine. It'll do it for me. Put that back on. Beautiful. And then rotate. I like the screwing part. And don't take that out of context, please. I like the screw mechanic with the screwdriver and the actual literal metal screws.
Looks like there's still a screw missing.
I got it. I got it. Hold your horses. We got it. We got it. Nice.
When I handed the phone back to Carmen, she seemed almost reluctant to take it from me.
So it's all working now, is it? I don't have to leave it to dry or let it cool down?
Nope, it's ready to go. It'll be ringing off the hook in no time.
That's if I can pay my phone bill, anyway. And the rent, and the suppliers. Anyway, take a seat and I'll be right with you. Your coffee's on the house.
I sat at one of the empty tables, while at the counter, Carmen had started dialing the phone.
Hello? How's my favourite sister doing today?
As she talked, Carmen became more and more tense. This didn't seem like a call for some cooking advice.
I know I still owe you from last time, but I can't afford to take part in the festival if I don't pay.
I could almost feel the eye roll at the other end of the line.
You don't need to be here, though. Can't you just put the check in the post?
When the call ended, Carmen brought me my coffee, her hands trembling.
Sorry about that. My sister's decided to fly in for a visit. Oh, God, I have to get ready.
No.
Actually, I might have another job for you. Can you come by tomorrow?
What I also really like about this, though, is it also kind of shows that, like, you can take care of a lot of things. Like, I know right now in today's world we live in a time where everything's...
The next day, I'd promised Carmen I'd return to help her get the cafe ready for her sister's arrival.
I'll continue after the story.
I was about to set out when I received an unexpected call from my hotel's reception desk. Apparently, another guest had asked for me by name. Curious, I took the creaking elevator up to the top floor and made my way to the room number they'd given. I knocked.
Are you here about the camera? It's about time.
The woman in front of me was immaculate. Not a hair out of place or a crease to be seen.
My sister tells me you know how to fix things. I'd usually go to an expert, of course, but in this town...
Are you Carmen's sister?
So this was Carmen's sister? The two of them couldn't have been more different. Inside her room, I saw a beautiful reflex camera. Any professional photographer's dream.
The viewfinder is completely dark. I can't see anything through it at all. I assume you can figure out what's wrong.
Ooh, we get a little diagram.
You need the manual.
No, I'm just looking. Jeez, lady. So scrutinous. Anyways, what I was saying is that in today's like time, we live in like such an era of where like everything just kind of gets thrown away. Nope, that still has a screw in it. Like it's a very like consumer-driven world.
I don't suppose you've fixed anything this valuable before.
I don't like you as much as I like Carmen. Just gonna admit that out right now. But it's like once something's worn out, we like throw it away or get a new one. And I mean, like, I guess it's like not. I mean, it's a good and bad thing, right? Because I mean, it's good that we. Oh, It's good that we have access to, like, so much stuff now. But I also feel like it's a bad thing.
If I use the screwdriver, I could adjust the angle of the mirror.
Oh. So, light comes in. And it needs to go like that.
Perfect. Now the viewfinder should be working.
What is with this, like... Oh, that's the film. I was like, what's with this? But I don't know where that goes, so... Not yet, at least. Anyways. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh my god. Game. Please, let me... There we go. But what I was saying is, it's just kind of a shame, because I feel like we throw things out a lot, which just creates more waste and more pollution and more everything, but it is what it is. I mean, I can't. Oops.
There's still a part I need to attach. Where does it go?
Yeah, where does it go? I mean, I see what, I know the part you're talking about. I'm just like, where does it go back here? Yep. But like, you know, you can fix a lot of things. I know it's not the easiest thing to do, but
I
you
felt
can.
a pang of envy as I handed the camera to Helena. I put my disposable to shame.
I picked it up on my first trip to Paris. It's a 1958 limited edition, the first of its kind. It cost me 3 months' salary, but it was worth it.
I had no idea what 3 months' salary meant to Helena, but I was pretty sure it was more than I could afford. It was strange, really, that we were even staying in the same hotel. I'd picked this place because it was cheap and cheerful, but surely she could afford somewhere better? She took some test shots, fiddling with the camera settings until she was absolutely satisfied.
This work is immaculate. At least there's one person in this town who knows what they're doing. Sending you to me might be the first thing Carmen's actually gotten right.
I wondered why Helena had bothered coming if she thought so little of her sister.
I hear nothing from her for weeks, and then when she finally does call me, all she wants is money. If she thinks I'm lending her another penny, she'll have to convince me it's not a total waste of time.
That didn't sound good. If Hurricane Helena was about to hit, I hoped Carmen was ready.
I think she will be. She'll be okay. This is... Oh, it's a neon sign. Oh, it's Carmen's sign. It's like for her diner.
The
or
sun
her
was
cafe.
setting over Bella Riva by the time I reached Carmen's cafe. From the outside, it looked as quiet as ever, but inside, I found Carmen cleaning like her life depended on it.
Maria! Oh, don't mind all of this. If Helena finds one speck of dust in here, I'll never hear the end of it.
Carmen seemed pleased to see me, but I sensed the fidgeting tension beneath each sweep of her mop. Trying to live up to the standards of someone like Helena seemed like an impossible task.
I hope you didn't mind fixing the camera for her. She was furious when it broke. I really need this to go well. If she doesn't lend me the money, I don't know how long I can keep this place going.
Carmen led me to a back room, where she'd laid out the components of what looked like a neon sign.
I had this made when I first opened the cafe, but I'm hopeless with electronics.
So there was supposed to be a sign outside. This might explain the lack of customers.
I'd like to put it up before Helena gets here. Can you give it a try?
We got this. Alright. I'm just looking at the parts first, so this needs to be flipped around. And we're gonna unscrew these screws. Oh, okay. I was hoping I could get to that without having to rotate, but that's okay. Alright, let's take a look-see. So, let's get all this put on. Oh, I might go here? Nope. Did I do this in the wrong order? Oh. I'd have done this in the wrong order. Oh, come back. Rotate. Oh, I gotta glue it. That's kind of, I just would have thought, okay. Well, I mean, I guess that makes sense. I would have, sorry, I'm sitting here being like, what do I need to do? I need to glue it in. Gotcha. And I was confused because I just thought it would sit in, like, it, when you put the back on, you know, it's fine, it'll stay. Okay, now let's rotate. Oh, hold on. No? It almost looks like there's another circuit piece missing. But I don't think that's the case. I mean, I don't have any other... I just have this other wire. But... I is a little confused. Unless... There we go. I can move those smarticle particles around in my brain. Just gotta look at it long enough. Dang it. Controls. Please, game. Let me put this back on here. I don't think we need to use all the wires, though. I'm gonna put it back together and see what she says. I mean, I don't see a place for the other wires, so...
I don't know, it's a bit flat? Maybe if it flashes, it'll really catch people's eye.
Great idea. I think I have a spare part that could do that.
Ah, that is where these wires come into play. I see. No, 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 no. That's not what I wanted to do. And I get that this is my fault for doing it, but still. Just let me rotate the damn thing. Let's unplug that and unplug that. And gonna rotate this. And rotate. So if this goes to here, or does it need to go like that? I think that'll work. Please just let me rotate you.
It still needs something else. Maybe we can add one of these.
Oh, jeez, Carmen, just give me all the pieces up front. Oh, wait, this is where the glue goes. This is the back, isn't it? Yup. Unscrew it again. Also, I just realized that it pretty much lets you rotate if you move the mouse completely off, like anywhere out here. I thought it had to be on the corners for some reason of the piece, which makes my life a lot easier, so I complain about my previous bitching. Okay, so if this goes here... Let's take these off for a second. That doesn't look clean, and it kind of bothers me, if I'm just gonna be honest. So hold on, let's try to do this, like, better. But I think I'm gonna have to do it that way. Because... Nope, nope. Because, yeah. I just... Oh, wait. Well, that's okay. Hold on. You're a cafe, Carmen. I don't feel like you need pizza or a martini glass on your side. But I guess you're also not a ice cream shop? I don't know. I mean, I guess I don't know what she sells. Oh well, she can change it. She had ice cream on the like one we saw at the beginning, so I'm gonna do the ice cream.
It works. I'll screw everything together again and you'll be set.
Nice. Oh, where's my cursor?
The sign fixed, we headed outside and mounted it carefully over the cafe door.
Oh, that's perfect, Maria. It looks just how I imagined it. When I had this sign made, it all seemed so simple. Oh, I can't believe I might have to give it all up. I hope I've done enough.
You'll be fine, Carmen.
The smile froze on her face as she spotted something over my shoulder. I turned to see.
Of course, my sister owns the only cafe in this entire town that isn't actually open.
For better or worse, Helena had arrived. Carmen opened her mouth to explain, but Helena swept indifferently past her. Finally pausing in the doorway, she turned back towards Carmen.
The first thing we're doing is getting rid of that hideous sign.
And with that, she disappeared inside. I hoped Carmen's chances of saving the cafe hadn't disappeared with her.
I think she'll do great. You just gotta have hope. Ooh, like a Game Boy, kind of.
It was the day before the festival, and the whole town was busy getting ready. I had more work than I knew what to do with. When Joseph called with another job, I was craving the cool quiet of his and Izzy's seafront house. I'd barely reached their front door when I heard someone calling me. Psst.
Maria, I need your help. Quickly, it's top secret.
I like Izzy.
It was Izzy, peeking out from the side of the house. She beckoned for me to follow her. She led me through to a beautiful, unruly garden overflowing with flowers of every color. Nestled among them was a playhouse, its doorway almost completely obscured by a towering rose bush.
You have to squeeze past it and breathe in real small, like this.
Izzy took in a big gulp of air and crawled through the gap and into the playhouse. I hadn't planned on crawling in the dirt today, but the life of a repairwoman never did run smooth. On the table inside, there was an electronic toy. Not exactly the usual stock in my parents' antique shop.
I had an accident. I didn't do it on purpose or anything, but it won't turn on anymore. Can you fix it for me?
Oh, of course, of course. Oh, she also like cracked the hell out of the screen. All right. And the buttons, wow. It's seen some better days. It's seen some better days, hasn't it? So this looks like it just all kind of comes apart. Because there's no screws. Yep. What is this? Oh, wait. Hold on, what is this? It looks like a new speaker piece? Oh, on the top. That's the screen. Makes so much more sense now. Is that not correct? I don't think it matters. But I'm just testing to make sure. Yeah, I don't think it matters. I don't know. We'll come back to that. Maybe it does matter. Back down here. this back. And slap a game in there.
Do grown-ups play games as well?
Ooh, okay, so the sound isn't right. Oh, I see how it is. Okay. Wait, oh, nope. Lights. It's over here, not there, dummy. And then... Oh, I unplugged the wrong thing. There we go. There we go. So much better.
Can you show me how to play? I tried before, but it was so hard.
Oh my god, we can play the game. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay, that was easy. Oh.
Her toy fixed, I watched Izzy retreat into its screen, taking refuge in a 3-inch world of her own. Well, I'd better head inside. Your dad is waiting for me.
Please don't tell him about the game. He'll think I broke it on purpose.
Why would he think that?
Because, well, I kind of dropped it really hard at the wall.
So she threw it at the wall.
Izzy looked down, scuffing her shoes on the worn floor of the playhouse.
My dad said I have to go to this stupid festival tomorrow and put on a stupid dress, and I don't want to. All he cares about is working. He never wants to see me unless it's for his job. I'm not going. He can't make me.
Oh.
With that, Izzy dove back through the rosebush and disappeared into the wilds of the garden. She was so young. She couldn't be expected to see that her dad was struggling too. It made me think. Had I really tried hard enough to understand my parents' point of view? I was so focused on the adventures ahead of me. Maybe I didn't care enough about leaving them behind.
It's a pretty watch.
Leaving Izzy hiding in the garden, I walked around to the front of the house and rang the doorbell. It was only then I noticed my favorite overalls covered in grass stains. I scrubbed desperately, but it was too late.
Maria, what are you doing? What happened to your clothes?
I was, repairing a lawnmower.
How unusual. Well, do come in. The job I've got for you is a little more delicate.
Totally embarrassed, I walked into an orderly room filled with papers and ledgers. So this was his office. You must be so busy getting ready for the festival. Are you looking forward to it?
Of course. It's traditional for the mayor to judge food from every cafe and restaurant in town. I'll be declaring the best chef in Bella Riva by this time tomorrow. Speaking of which...
He unclipped the watch from his wrist and very carefully handed it to me.
I'll have a tight schedule to follow, but my watch stopped working a while ago. Could you see if you can make it tick again?
Love always. Is this a gift from his wife? Generally speaking, I don't think watches would have things engraved and or say things like that on the back of them if they didn't.
Ah, the main plate has completely cracked. I'll need to replace it. The cogs look good, though. If I'm careful, I can reuse those.
Pull these bad boys off. Is there anything on here? No. Oops, that's not what I meant to click. I can't tell if these are just automatically putting them in the right spots, or... I don't think so. Damn it, game. Why are you doing this to me? I literally... I mean, that seems to work.
Are you sure it will all fit back together?
Sir, I am a professional. Do not fear. It will be fine.
I've not gone a day without this watch since my wife gave it to me.
It was a gift from her. This game's kind of sad. I mean, I feel like I like the kind of cozy sad games though. No screws here, right? Okay, I didn't think so, but okay, hold on, I'm gonna... I think that has the watch working. I mean, all the gear, all the cogs were moving, so. Oops, oops. What? Is this not working? No? Okay. Let's take it apart. I would assume I'm probably... Yeah, I think I screwed something up here. No, stop it. Can you move? So that one looks like it's in place because it won't come back. Wait, is this? No. No, okay. I mean, there's like no other places to put these though. Unless I just messed up the order like this. No. Like, this does not go anywhere, so I don't think that this one is a thing. Oh, I'm an idiot. It goes on the back, dumbass. I'm stupid. I am stupid and deserve all... Nope, those are backwards. And deserve every... Yep, I'm stupid. There we go. Look at it. It's amazing what happens when you no leftover parts, Lily. There's hardly ever a leftover part.
As I handed the watch back to Joseph, my fingers traced over the engraving on the back. I hoped fixing this was one small way I could help him move forward.
I can't believe it's working, Maria. Thank you. My wife was a brilliant woman. Feeling this ticking on my wrist, it makes me feel like she's still here. Watches measure minutes and hours like they're infinite. I didn't know we had so little time. Even with Isabel, I barely see her. And when I do, she acts like she
Oh, yeah,
hates me.
because you're too busy, buddy. You gotta take some time for your family, for
Just
your daughter.
then, the phone rang. Even when he was at home, his work was never done.
Sorry, Maria. I have to take this. I'll see you at the festival tomorrow.
As I left, I turned and saw him pacing the floor of his office, his watch glinting in the afternoon sun. I hoped its quiet ticking would at least bring him some peace during the busy days to come.
Ooh. Oh, I thought it was gonna be a cash register, but it's a projector. But we're gonna end this episode here. I'm gonna keep these to about an hour long. I don't know how long this game is, but an hour feels like it's sufficient. I mean, we got through like 8 levels, so it feels like it's enough time to get through everything. I hope it's not just to the end where the start is, but maybe if it is, then I mean the next episode will be kind of short. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this game. The next part will be up shortly, so we can continue to see these characters grow and learn their backstories and things like that. I really like this game, so don't worry. The next episode will be coming very, very soon. But I hope you all liked it. If you liked what you watched, feel free to hit the subscribe button here on YouTube or hit the like button on this video to let me know, or feel free to leave a comment if you'd like. I also occasionally stream on Twitch under the same username, WeltingLily153, so go check me out over there as well. And then I also have a Discord, a link to that will be in the description below. But I hope you enjoyed this. And then I hope y'all have a great morning, noon, or evening, depending on when you're watching this. And I will see y'all next time.